All right, Fraps is
Would that
on,
be
so YouTube will get a copy of this if you guys can't watch it on live stream.
okay?
Live stream copy will be a bit crappy in quality until I get my new modem. So this first one won't be the greatest in quality, unfortunately, as Hex I'm sure can attest to right now.
Yes, everything is looking kind of like oatmeal right now. It's
Yeah.
very colorful oatmeal.
Yeah.
That's
So
okay. I'll see you all next season.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm ready to go, Stabby. Are you?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
Commence the festivities.
You will be done.
gentlemen.
If I can find the play match button. Oh, we gotta. There we go.
It's his first time, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
He's
you know
a bit of a
what?
virgin.
You know, I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
Punch Stabby in the throat instead. I'll feel better if you do that.
No, no, no. I'm gonna punch you. I was actually in the management part of the league, so whoops. My bad. All right, 1700 versus 2050.
Let's see my
It's a big
inducement.
gap. I'm guessing you picked up
Oh,
another
this is
troll again, did you,
beautiful.
Stabby?
This is the sort of inducements that I like to see.
Yeah, that's actually kind of one of the things that's kind of strange about Blood Bowl right now is the inducements. You can only buy so much with inducements. I mean,
Bang!
you get to a certain where it's kind of like, what the heck else am I going to do with this? That's not very petty. That's a lot of cash.
Yeah, that is. I'll have one of him.
Should say, waiting for your opponents. Are you kidding me? Gosh.
Yeah.
How many teams is he bringing? 2, 3? A couple of halflings, tree man here and there.
I'm sure he's buying a bunch of bribes so that, you know, that'll suck, but
I'd never buy
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Enough values?
His bribes did save him quite a bit in his game against me, actually, when he absolutely tarred and feathered me. My first half ran excellently, but in the second half, his bribes
he
were
got
saving his guys.
rippers, keg of beer. All right.
Maybe I should have gone for the wizard, but you know.
Well, that's why you got so much more extra money. I figured I might as well throw this out there just to see if I can ruin your day with it.
Well, yeah, at this point in the season, you want to go for everything. That was kind of the one thing that I failed in my game against him, actually. I didn't. I
Yeah,
got
you
one
failed
going
by
for
because
it.
you didn't win.
Well, duh.
Just saying.
There's only one thing I regret in that whole match, and that was not trying to blitz on that one on that one play, and that really cheesed me off.
Yeah, and along with that new modem that I'm gonna get, that's when the next videos will start coming out on YouTube. It'll let me upload at a lot faster speed instead of at, like, you know, 200 kilobytes. It'll be at, like, you know, probably 400.
201. No.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll be a little bit faster.
It
We'll
won't,
get the-
this way, it won't be your router boning you, it'll be YouTube boning you.
Yeah, it'll be like, yeah, YouTube ate my video about 4 times before I get this up, but here you go. So, loading animations. All right, loading in.
I'm hoping when they come out with Thunderbolt that they really improve the interface. Actually, that would be awesome.
You know, I would love for them to let someone be an observer in a game, because
Yeah, that would be very cool to just be able to like be in the crowd kind of thing.
well, especially for you. I mean, you're live streaming this, so I'll be making my actions before he can see. You know, Hex will be a bit laggy as a commentator, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm a bit laggy anyway.
Last time you guys had to sync it up, you know.
Yeah, so now he'll just be talking about the past. It's like, oh, did you really kill him? It's like, yeah, we're already like doing the apothecary moves right now. All right, there's a cool cutscene of my awesome Lizardman team. I'm gonna go with heads, and I'm gonna receive it. All right.
Yeah, I'm about 5 seconds behind, so pardon me if my commentary is a little bit not topical.
Yeah, and if you need help with the camera, Hex, just say something and I'll move it around. I got 6 sources out there. He's got 3 trolls.
And as you can see, his graphics card is actually pretty good.
Well, I got 2 of them on the thing, so helps with frapsing. So I'm only seeing the one pogoer.
Yep. Only got my regular Pogo. Don't need to hire another one for this game.
Oh, Mr. Stabby.
Oh, Stabby. Oh. Actually, let's
Don't
just
be
take a
too
look here
overconfident.
at his chainsaw guy real quick. Looney, 8 out of 16, so he's killed 4 people.
Yes.
Or caused injuries to 4 anyway. And now his block. I don't like him.
And he is an absolute beast on the field.
He's also got his fanatic, Grimrak, or Gimrak, I guess. The gigantic bald. Very classy, Stabby. Very classy. He also has Mighty Blow on him, though, now, so that might be a issue.
Yeah, the ball and chain with Mighty Blow
Strike
is a pretty
7.
brutal combination. I mean, they're bad enough for knocking people down as it is, but with Mighty Blow, you're just going to be flooring people left, right, and center. The only thing is, with his ball and chain guy, against my team, he really didn't get a ton of effect out of the guy. He pushed me around quite a bit, only knocked down maybe 3 guys in the 2 games that I played against him.
I'm not quite sure what he's doing here with his line, though.
I remember when I played Stabby, his bull and chain guy swung like 5 times or something and did nothing at all.
Yeah, it's so that's the thing with goblins. They're so random that Stabby's really found a way to make them play very well. Like I tried a goblin team myself back in Value 1000, and just yes, I had absolutely no luck with them at Team Value 1000. I just got smeared all over the field.
So when is the intended start date for the season 4?
Right now, I'm tentatively thinking 2 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, end of April will be when the cutoff for the team exception is, and then we'll start up.
Then we'll play a short season, and then hopefully Dungeon Bowl comes out, and me and Z will definitely be picking it up. So we'll let you guys know if it's any good or not, and if it is, we'll see about getting everybody involved.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to add quite a bit of different play style to it. Apparently, there's quite a bit of teleportation and stuff possible, and with multiple rims on each team, that'll be really interesting.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes. Oh, what the? Thanks, manual camera or automatic camera. That wasn't good. Try this again. All right, he just hits it with that stick too. High kick.
Yeah, the forward was awesome on the
Oh.
The worst possible position.
Whoa! I'm just gonna move up here, and I catch it. Good deal. All right, you need to get out of my face real quick, there, little dude.
The high kicks
Yeah,
through
you don't got
Stabby in the
blocked.
beginning.
You're going down. Time to get the hell out of here. He can reach. Oh yeah, he can reach him. Shoot.
Yeah, he can.
Well, that's unfortunate. Quick. Crap.
That's the kind of sound that he wants to hear from his opponents.
Yeah. Now I gotta go and move up. And I might not have wanted to move up so soon.
Yeah, you ran yourself a little too far out in the middle of nowhere there, I think, my friend.
Yeah, I got a little bit excited.
Yeah.
It happens.
But that's the thing with the lizardmen. We have such good movement on our skinks that we can generally like blast over the line and no one can catch us. But the goblins have almost as much movement. They're very hard to get away from.
Especially that pogoer.
Yeah.
Crap. Well. Crap. That's unfortunate. And there goes one reroll. Shoot.
Yeah. Well, hey, you both have 4 rerolls, so there's nothing to squeamish about and not using them.
Yeah. I just
I mean, if history is any indication of playing against you and Stabby, it's gonna, you guys are both going to be like running up and down the field like crazy people. There's not going to be much keep away in this game because all the movement value you guys have will eliminate that.
Yeah. I'll just keep moving up, I guess, for now. Might as well do the best I can. At least it's way down in his end compared to sometimes where it's like, and I'm in trouble.
Well, yeah, getting that high kick as a kickoff result was epic for you actually as a first round.
Yeah. So we'll move him up. I'm going to actually get away from this ball and chain guy. Yeah! Break tackle,
And that's
kids.
just... I just stream. Hang on, I'm going to try and reload it here.
Alright. So that strength 4 with break tackle is amazing. Just throwing that out there.
Oh yeah, break tackle. That is the most epic thing you can put on a Saurus ever.
I'm sure Stabby really likes the fact that I have break tackle. Don't you, Stabby?
Oh, I love it.
The only problem is his goblins are just about as versatile as our guys for our skinks. I mean, they can dodge away and they're rolling around and doing their little lane goblin cartwheeling. And
yeah, I might be making a mistake by moving all my guys to the left here, or right, I guess, but we'll see how it goes.
It's a real pain in the ass when you have two guys that are about the same kind of movement rate as each other, because then it becomes like really a fair matchup.
Yeah, it really changes how a lot of teams play, actually. A lot of the running teams, if you can just get a guy next to them, they don't have much in the way of dodge to get away from you. So sometimes all it takes is getting a guy into a tackle zone.
Oh, here comes his ogre. Or troll, I guess. Armor value 10, you added to his armor value, Stabby?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. He got his armor value on that guy. Yeah, all of his trolls are AP10 now.
So...
Good luck to hit those guys.
Yeah, what's going to even remotely knock them out now? Crap.
A wizard?
I don't even think the wizard's that strong.
That's pretty much the only thing.
I'm afraid to use the wizard off the bat here because I might need it. That's my big worry right now, is that if I use it the second turn and it's like, I needed that, right before the end, I'm going to hold on to that for a bit longer.
You're only two in now, so I mean, you can afford to save it for the moment. I'm sure Stabby disagrees.
The second he goes for that touchdown, though, outside, and it's like, no, don't touch that button.
Well, I remember, Stabby, didn't you had a wizard in one of our games, didn't you? You forgot to use it, I think.
I'd love to use him.
Yeah, that's the one game that I beat him in, actually, specifically. He at the end of the game, he was 3 turns away from the end of the game, and he had already lost by I think 2 runs or something like that. So there was not much point. But yeah, he was like, "God, I lost my stupid list."
Well, they did something really cool with the latest patch. At the end, at the start of every turn, it's like, hey, use your wizard, because you have to use it. You can't use it at the end of your turn, or it has to be at the start the start of their turn, not the end of your turn. It's they've changed it up and made it more to the actual rule book. So
who's right next to that poor little skink?
So I'm really not impressed at how Nuff Bill or Nuff Bly, the Pogoer, just got up in there. Movement 7 is evil.
And they have long legs as well, so they can go right over. Like he did that to me once. I was like, "What the heck just happened?" His Pogoer just went right through my leg.
Here comes the ball and chain guy. Crap.
Just chain back and forth. Just chain back and forth.
Heading south. Oh, and out comes the chainsaw, dude. Crap. Failure! Oh, and he's hurt!
Oh, that's a big turning point right there, boys and girls.
Oh, this game is over!
Not even 2 rounds in, and his chainsaw is out.
So, did you use your apothecary?
No.
Why not?
It's going to be a waste of a bribe.
Alright.
Oh, that is harsh.
That's super harsh, actually.
Some scenes may be too intense for young and sensitive viewers.
Crap. I want to beat up this guy.
That's really going to change his offense up.
Push him that way. Yes.
And he's still got 3 trolls, and those 2 AB10s are going to be impossible to push around. But that chainsaw had a lot of mobility and a lot of fatality involved with him. I mean, that's how I lost that last game against him. He chainsawed every single skink on the field. Literally.
Push location. I'm going to push you over there. I'm going to go step out of the way of this nice skink here. And...
Get a touchdown. Nope.
Please get hurt. Ah.
That never works when you say that. Every time you say that in my games, that was the exact response. Just, it never happened.
Remember, kids, as much as that touchdown is worth it, hurting Stabby is worth it more. Because he has been a pain in everyone's ass the whole season.
Stabby is like the heel of the Blood Bowl League for the Custodes. Everybody just wants to crush him under a heel, and nobody ever seems to manage it.
Yeah.
Except for Z. Z's the only guy who's really effectively ever beat him. Like, I beat him the one time, but that was mostly just, I think, luck on my part.
I don't know. That chainsaw that ruined him right there. That wasn't not a good deal. But everyone, like, I'm sure that anyone who's been, part of this knows that this is a huge deal because no one likes that guy. No one.
That chainsaw is pretty much the most infamous person in the league.
Yeah. How
and that brings us to 1-0 for Z so far, folks.
Yep.
How many of your Norsemen did he kill with that dude? Stab? Or Slady?
A lot. I remember one of the games that we played, I pretty much only had like 2 guys on the field towards the end of the game. Yeah, it was painful.
I'm sure they wake up at night with the sweats and the chills thinking, oh my god, I heard a chainsaw!
Yep.
Some of them don't wake up though, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of them won't.
Some of them, they went through Ragnarok, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Or what is the fantasy version of Ragnarok in the fantasy universe?
For GW?
Yeah.
I have no idea. You're a Square-Baser lady, you tell us.
Ragnarok, damn.
Sure, the Norsemen have to have something like that.
Probably Ragnarok or something.
Having a blank right now.
Search project for Slady.
Yeah. So
I'm too busy painting right now. Multitasking.
He's not even watching the game. He sort of looks up and says, "Oh, there goes the chainsaw guy." Yes.
And Spock's going, he looked up and was like, "Oh my god, the chainsaw guy is down!" And he's like cheering.
Woo! I'm having a party right now. You can't hear it, but it's off the chain. Oh!
Stabby's team gets an extra reroll. Wow.
Wow, because he needs those.
And the ball bounced out of the field. Crap.
Wow, that's because King suck at kicking.
I don't know. He booted that really, really far. It was sort of impressive.
It's the flippers. They can't kick for a damn.
Now I just gotta hope that
Where is it gonna go?
Yeah. Oh, another good point too with getting that touchdown that early. He had to use up some of his bribes there. I'm not sure if you guys watched it at the bottom here. If you can read it, you'll be able to read it in the
actual record.
In the YouTube video, but. He did use a bribe up. Oh, there goes my Saurus. Knew that was going to happen. Oh. Do I want to cure him?
That's going to leave a bad taste in his mouth, folks.
No, I'm not going to cure him. Shoot.
Thank you for the star player points.
Stabby, as long as I win, you can have as many star players points as you want.
You can have both MVPs as long as the the winning touchdown goes to Z.
Yeah. Oh, really stupid, and he makes it. Oh, I'm getting some pushing. He's pushing me around, kids.
Moving that chain back and forth.
No, it wasn't the chain guy. It was his troll.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit behind still.
Ooh.
I just pushed the chainsaw.
Ripper's going down unless he uses a reroll.
No, the reroll's already gone.
Oh. Stabby. Did you pray to your dice gods today?
No, apparently I was a heathen and must have, shoved them up my ass or something.
Maybe it's like the terrible by association to this lady.
Oh,
and all you can do is push the goblin. That's not bad.
No, it's not good.
That's where you need strip ball. Axel of Despair has strip ball, by the way.
Yeah, you know what? You never gave him to me. You didn't trade, so.
I'm not trading Axel to you.
Oh, break tackle away. I ain't standing next to that troll.
Did you just say Axel?
That's his name.
That's my Star Source's name for Nizbiz, is Axel of Despair.
You guys doing trades?
He's currently the leading interceptor, by the way.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Very early on, I was playing a game against Denver J, and he threw a pass. It was an inaccurate pass to start with, and through some miracle of fate, Axel happened to get it stuck on his horn or something, I guess. He just ran down the field with it. You should have. DJ was livid. Like, I mean, he was as mad as ever DJ can get, but he was. You could just feel the fuming behind the screen.
Yeah, and the DJ will be a good person for the next season. Someone to watch out for because he plays a very tight game.
He is extremely talented at this game.
Well, if you notice, our current season players, we take a hell of a lot of risks, like blitzing that, and like he is very, very talented at that. Like he plays a tight game, hard to break, not many mistakes. So when you do beat him, it's very, very tough.
It should be a very satisfying victory if you can manage to beat the man.
Yeah. So it'll actually probably change our playstyles up a lot when we start playing him because you have to start making that decision of I ain't going in there.
If you leave him an opening, he will exploit it to its fullest.
Yeah.
That was in no way intended to sound as gay as it sounded.
Oh, no, it was totally as gay as it sounded because, might as well throw those in there right now.
No. I'm amazed Slady didn't jump on that one.
I'll leave it to Chase to jump on the gay one.
Oh!
Snap.
Alright, I'm going to go beat up this dude, I guess. New source.
Pretty loose right now.
Boom! Knocked out.
The lizards are kind of terrified of the goblins at the moment. They're all standing in the back of the field.
Well, they saw a Saurus go down. That doesn't happen very often, so...
That's true, yeah.
I figure I'm going to play a very tight game here and let him cage up, and I'll pick at him, I guess, is the best plan. Because, I mean, with that ball and chain guy in there, he is a monster. Same with his nice...
Well, no, he's just going to push you around. But the problem is when he pushes you around, he can create openings with him, too.
Yeah, if he hit me, it wouldn't be that good.
He did hit one of my skinks once and absolutely crushed the poor little guy. I think it was Karnatsa, actually. He's one of my better skinks, too. He took a movement allowance penalty to that. And you can use your wizard. Go ahead and use your wizard.
I thought about it, but this is the part where I tell you, shut up, commentator. Check here, make sure that Fraps is still recording. He's pushing around. That was a good blitz.
Would you look at all those squigs in the backfield?
These guys. Here we go. Look at that.
Pretty much bought the.
Those are some sexy. I don't know. They're pretty good.
Skinks.
Those aren't skinks.
Those are skinks, dude. Your cheerleaders are skinks.
No, look at.
Oh no! He has female goblins standing on his. Well, actually, they're not female. They're actually male goblins in wigs and drag, but
We don't want to tell them that. Meanwhile, this is my cheerleading squad. The shaman laid. I don't know. Whatever.
Noise making skinks.
Yeah, they're just there to look cool. All right, so now he's moving up this way. Okay, look at that. He's actually making a very nice cage.
Freaking cages.
It's a nice loose cage.
Especially, goblins and freaking lizards. Hate cages.
He's just like, I hate these teams.
Yeah. Well, we have the advantage of having played each other repeatedly, so we know what works really well for the lizard teams. Like putting sidestep on the skinks was
awesome.
That's like the ultimate skill for a skink. Being able to reposition yourself according to your choosing and not your opponent's is just you can't buy movement like that.
Well, it also can get you touchdowns.
Yeah, you can actually. I think didn't I force you to sidestep into the end zone once?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that really wasn't a force. It was more of a thank you.
Yeah. Well, I had no choice. I had to try something. I mean, but yeah, the sidestep was like, okay, I'll just stand over here in the end zone, and oh yeah, by the way, touchdown. That's how you score a touchdown when it's not even your turn, folks.
Yeah, it's really nice with the turn counter too at that point.
Yeah. Chasing down that Pogoer. Why are you chasing down the Pogoer? What's the matter? You afraid of him?
I'm afraid he's gonna get like a ball thrown into him, and then it's just gonna be like, oh crap.
Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah, and then I'll have to...
He had some luck actually against me with passing. His passing game actually helped him out a couple of times. Which is kind of bizarre because they're goblins and they shouldn't be throwing the ball, but whatever.
You get back there one more turn.
My skinks could not throw a ball to save their lives, literally, sometimes.
Yeah. They don't really do that much for throws. They're sort of the, well, I tried to throw it, and then I got tired. So then I didn't throw it. And it's just like, come on, guys, you can do it. But you will see one hell of a throw. It's a win against Stabby, which is what makes it so much sweeter. It's a review up on YouTube. I think I made him cry, kids. I made him cry.
And by cry, he means curse, swear, and bitch.
Hey, you know what? We are the non-P... yeah, he swore at me. He cursed my name and called me...
He said fucking cunt? I mean, what?
Oh! That's a genuine, authentic Australian insult, folks.
Take this guy out. Boom. Crap. Alright, whatever. End turn. And... yeah, I'm going to have to do it.
Wizard.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Shabam! Bird, it's a plane. Oh my god, it's a fireball.
I think that was worth it just for the fact that he swore at me. Oh, this might be bad though.
Honestly, that did not do a whole ton for you. I would have expected. Whoa, okay, that's gonna hurt in the face region.
I don't know. I think it's sort of funny because he's just like, all those guys that were around there are like, we're having a nap, sir. Sorry. Oh, here comes the ball and chain guy. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen.
Our Mexican goblins, it is siesta time.
Oh, he got him. Fuck. Not good.
See, that's how really a ball and chain guy actually knocks someone down. So when they do knock someone down, it's pretty momentous. Or well, and actually kick their butts.
I'm gonna go this way. That way you can't go after both guys at once. He has to choose which one he wants to beat the hell out of.
And the one thing that people underestimate a lot of the time with the ball and chain is the strength of the ball and chain.
Oh yeah, he's strength 7. He will beat the hell out of you.
He will wreck your day up all over the place if he actually does connect with you.
I mean, even with, like, I got 2 sources near him. If I stand them all up, it isn't going to change much.
No. That was my problem. I thought, okay, I got the ball and chain guy by himself. I'm like, I got 2 swords and a skink next to him. And I'm like,
here it comes.
Still giving
I knew it was going to happen. He's going to do it. He gave it
do
to
it.
Gave it to his Pogor.
Off to the pogo stick and run like a crazy. He has the movement, does he? No? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does if he leaps. Yeah, he did it. Shit. I didn't want to say it, but I knew it was going to happen. I was hoping he might forget, but he didn't. Crap.
Oh, don't forget that epic power.
Come on, one more going for it, Stabby. Yeah, you jerk.
Yeah, something to note is Z is generally the master of going for it.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Oh, instead, and then his other dude doesn't make it. Oh. All right, now it's my turn. This is where I wish I had my buddy still, but I don't have him. Well, let's go stand over here.
This is where I wish I was actually in current time with you guys, because this is actually getting exciting at the moment. Skinks flee down their own field towards their own end zone, trying to prevent the goblin from getting into it.
He doesn't have. Oh, he does have the break tackle. Yes! Oh, break tackle.
Sound a little bit too excited for break tackle there.
He says it like it was a woman's name, doesn't he? Oh, break tackle.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh, that's it. Tackle.
I hate all you.
Are you gonna punch us all? We're gonna punch all of us in the throat now? How come you're not actually hitting him? Come on now. Oh, there you go.
And I have block!
Bow, bow, bow.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Surprise.
Oh, you hurt him. Oh, smashed ankle. 1 point movement lost. Oh, now he's just fractured out for the game.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next sacrifice to the dice gods will be the Pogler.
He will be sold very cheaply, might I add.
No, he's apothecaried.
Oh no! So he'll be back. He's just out for the game.
Yeah.
Which is still awesome. You can't really say no to that.
You know, well, he's out for this season entirely now.
Yeah.
He will rest up in the off season and maybe be back.
Well, he'll be back.
Fresh of new steroids.
Yeah.
Boom!
As we know from the commentary
Oh.
from the old fellows, the doping is entirely illegal in this game.
Doping's recommended.
Yes.
Hot
If you're not
damn.
doping, what the heck is wrong with you?
Yeah, you're not doping. You're not playing the game right. See, the worst thing is that's a new Saurus, and I think he'll get owned. All right.
Was he one of the replacements that you picked up after? you
Yeah,
got
he's
the-
after a few of my deaths. He's that guy's a
Yeah.
replacement that's laying down.
You've
by
actually
the-
had a lot of trouble during the season with players dying on you. Actually.
Yeah, I've had to buy a few replacements. That's why you'll see like. I think I'm gonna stand up anyway because he's gonna get smashed if I don't do it. So I'm gonna try for it. Oh, it doesn't make it, but you know what? He is away from him, so that is a plus. Good way to
Square
end your
away.
last
Doesn't
turn.
matter if you're standing up or not. Next time, as soon as is he stunned or no?
No, he'll get up next. He you know, it was a risk,
Yeah.
but
Just knocked.
yeah, he's armor value 10. So we'll see. Only that one Goblin's villain who can really get close to my my skink now. I'm sure that Stabby hates me at the moment, but I'm okay with that.
Of course, he hates you. You had the ball in your end zone, and now it's all the way back. Well, not all the way back, but it's out of his hands now.
Yeah.
Wait, Stabby, what is that? You
Whoa.
runner way off in the backfield?
Oh, look at the reroll! Oh!
What am I missing here?
It'll catch
Remember,
up.
I'm 5
He
seconds
got
behind.
3 crappy dice and then got 3 crappy dice.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
2 both down, 1 defender down. Oh, and the same reroll.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that was.
Did they at least use some lube, Stabby?
No. They used
No?
like
Feeling
that.
kind of rough, is it?
The very quiet. No, they didn't. Keep pushing up on.
Yeah,
This
this
is-
game
this-
is over.
This is how Z wins games, ladies and gentlemen. Weird stuff happens when you play against Z.
Say it like I hacked the game or something.
You
I
do.
would never
Yeah,
use
like
you
you
like that.
You hacker?
I only run this season. Like it gives me extra points or anything.
Yeah, but
I'm going to
you
check on that
changed
later.
the dice, huh?
Well, yeah, I melted the other ones down. You can't use those anymore. Oh, I got block and you don't. That's unfortunate. You just sit down. All right, who's got? I know. Oh, this guy. He's gonna be my picker upper. All right, and you're gonna go way over here now.
Still got a long way to go, and you only got 1 turn to do it in.
Yeah, he can do it though.
No, he can't. This never works for him.
No! Ah.
Told you. He has really, really horrible luck on the Hail Mary kind of thing.
The only time it
Just-
worked was that one game, and it got me the win. So.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
he's pushing around my little buddy. Now, if you watch the little on the side here, you'll notice that he is still getting attacks in on him. You know, he's going against the armor value just straight out away. So
Yeah.
it is. Oh, he knocked himself out now. Okay, and that, folks.
Fallen
Every
shitting
single
himself in the
time-
head.
Killed. Every single one.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
At least I got
That
Captain
makes a
Bright.
big difference. Is he out for the game or just unconscious?
No, it's just KO.
He might come
so
back.
hopefully he comes back at the half.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Stabby will be in a hurting way, actually, without a chainsaw and without the ball and chain guy. That just leaves him 3 trolls.
And I can't even get a touchdown now. I'm gonna just. I'm not gonna. Actually, you know, I could have smashed that dude, but I'm not. I'm afraid to. So I'm gonna just catch the ball.
And turn.
No. Oh. I was gonna try doing a throw just to get some skill points, so people can see that even though your turns, you can't. I couldn't get to the end. I still had that choice. So.
Yeah, sometimes it's about playing tactically. If you can take a skill point, take a skill point.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's got no friends, so he's really stupid.
I didn't have that luck with him, actually, in my games. He managed to keep his trolls surrounded by goblins pretty regularly. That's a pro tip, folks. If you have someone who's got really stupid, keep someone next to them at all times.
Yeah, you'll see if in any of the games that we post the Stabbies, he, unfortunately for his opponent, he keeps them very, very tight to his goblins. So, but I think that's all you can do, Stab. That's it for this half.
I think it's over.
Come on.
Oh, it's only 1-0 Stabby.
Oh. Yeah, it might be over. That last knockout wasn't very good. Oh, wow. All right, let's see how many players he gets back, everybody. Halftime, he's now paying for bribes. Oh, he failed the bribe.
I failed one of them at least.
Yeah, he failed a bribe.
Oh, okay.
But his guy's still knocked out, so
one
I don't know
guy
if that matters.
Yeah, he's still got a Pogor's out for the game.
Yeah. I mean,
2 guys still KO'd. Wow.
yeah, okay, who's he got left on the field?
Jeez.
3 guys KO.
You know, I'm just gonna...
3 badly hurt.
Wow. See, that's my team from last game.
Yeah,
By the half.
Just gonna defend myself here a bit more now. I don't know what else to do. I gotta have to put
Defend yourself. What are you doing? You got like.
I kick off. I have
man.
to set up my.
Oh my God! Grow a
defenses.
spine. You have pointy horns and stuff. Run up the field.
And he had a chainsaw. And look how that did for him. My pointy horns can hurt me too, you know.
No, they can't. They're pointed away from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, that's right. He's got no argument, folks. That's the sound of incompetent silence.
Incompetent. Wow. You are.
Oh,
You are-
oh.
This coming from the guy who came in 3rd place.
Hey, I came into a legitimate 3rd place through nothing but skill on my part. Whereas you're basically fluking your way to a victory here. I'm sure Stabby will agree.
Yep, I agree.
See? Stabby agrees. 2-1.
Look,
You're
I'm
all
on a
voted.
reroll.
Slady's painting, so no
Slady,
worries.
what do you think? Do you think I'm just fluking it out?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Yes!
You know what?
3-1.
The good thing
Yeah,
was-
won something. Woohoo!
This is when I stopped listening to DSR.
And
just
Stabby
saying.
gets another reroll. Oh, nice kick.
Yeah, he's got to go all the way down there now.
That's a perfect kick. I got one of those off on Stabby there last time.
I had 2, but you know
Unfortunately-
that first one went back. You know, it was a touchback. So
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. That's what happened to me last time, too.
oh, multiple block on gut puke.
That is not really a big run, though. Like, looking at that from a spectator standpoint, that is not a far run for the Goblins to make, actually. That's 2 turns, and they can be halfway across the field from there.
This dice, your dice are screwed. That's just disgusting.
That is the game of Blood Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. The dice will sometimes just dump all over you.
They dumped, dude. They did more than dump all over him there. I think they gave him a nice little turd down the throat and said, "How do you like me now?" Wow. Oh wow. You're gonna dodge this, so it's still a push. Whatever. How come I get the pick? I thought you had dodge. Oh, you don't sidestep. That's what it was.
We're so used to fighting people with sidestep.
Yeah, I'm used to him having
Wow.
sidestep. I'm like, wait, what? How come I
What?
didn't? Oh well.
Do you not have sidestep? Isn't that a standard skill and everything?
It's one thing that even though our team value is like with the 2,000 team value, you can get some pretty nice skill combinations. So
Yeah. It really is. That's the thing, too. A lot of people get discouraged when they first start playing and they lose a couple of games, but you're still collecting skill points for your MVP, at least, if nothing else.
Yeah. So unless you're taking huge hits, don't abandon your teams. I mean, vampires are especially prone to this. They are very slow to build up, but you can build them up and they can be just as effective as, they're a top-tier team.
Yeah. In the open league, your vampire team routinely pummels my teams.
Yeah.
I threw my orcs, my gut wrenchers up against your vampire team, though, 3 or 4 times in a row. I think we played those guys almost.
And I mean,
you were just all over the damn field on me. It was crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, they can stand up to black orcs when they get tough enough.
Yep.
So it is something to be aware of. That yes, it is. The first few games you can be like, what's going on? I'm getting pounded. Get some openly games in with Mere Hex, and you'll get your skill points up and you'll learn a lot.
Well, that's the thing too. A lot of the other teams, the more unique teams, like even the halflings and whatnot, there's a lot of special abilities in play that a lot of people ignore because they get used to playing the bashy teams. Like you throw the orcs out there and it's just basically pummel everyone into the ground and march down the field. But there are a lot of teams like the vampires. They have their hypnotic gaze. That can really make a big difference. If you hit someone with hypnotic gaze, they're basically useless for tackle zones for that whole turn. And that that leaves you a huge gap if you've got a 1 square space in there.
Yeah. So
there are a lot of people think there's just basically passing teams and smashing teams in this game, and it's just not true. If that was the case, there wouldn't be what do we have, 12 teams right now?
Yeah. Would you quit this? I mean, really, your dudes are starting to injure my team. I mean, I know your dead box is bigger than my dead box, but we don't have to do this like this, Stabs.
Yeah, we do.
All right, you're right. Yeah, we do.
This is making him happy, so yeah, he has to do this.
Yeah. You know what? I'm okay with Stabby hurting me as long as no one dies. That's why I kept my apothecary. If you get just a badly hurt and a long-term effect, don't use it, guys. You saw what Stabby did with his Pogoer with the it's one step closer to victory. Moves over this way. But so Stabby will, he kept his apothecary, and instead of having a fractured, useless Pogoer, he continues to keep using them. He's out for a game, but in the long run, that's not
out for a game is not out forever.
I mean, he just buys new Pogoer as a star player with his team value, so.
Yeah, actually, you really could do that.
I'm really excited to see the next season if we get some team value 1000s in there against them when they get to buy stuff, and he doesn't.
Yeah, that'll be hilarious when Stabby's like, "Wait, I don't have money? What's going on?"
Actually, that's something I want to talk to you guys about. As a bit of like an off-topic thing.
Sure.
When it comes to people that want to start in the league new. Is starting at a 1,000 team value when you're coming up against 2,000 value teams that much of a disadvantage that it's not worth playing? Because I think, Z, you said to me at one point in time that you'd like to see me with, I think, a Kermi team.
Yeah.
Or Khemri. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
At 2,000, that's an extreme number, and no matter what, it's going to be really tough for you to do it. You can still... You'll be able to buy yourself a wizard and more extra apothecaries and some good star players, but it'll still be at the skills disadvantage. My skills on a 2,000 value team, I got a skill on basically every player. Well, you'll be hinging on star players, so I would find that you'd still be at a disadvantage. At about 500 points difference, you're still okay, but at 1,000, that's a big difference. That's not nearly as easy to go.
At 1,000 points, your game is not to win. Your game is to pick your opportunities to gain skill points.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you want to do. You want to wait for your opponent to make to come forward too boldly and leave someone open, and then instead of going after the ball like he thinks you're going to, jump on that loose guy, hit him for skill points, or just throw a pass just to get a skill point kind of thing. You're not really in it to win the game so much. You'll lose 1 or 2 games, but in the long run, those skill points, those ones that you gain within the game that you don't get from the star player, those are the ones that let you level up earlier and quicker.
And that will get your team value higher a lot faster. So your main goal at that point, I mean, if you're going in against a much more experienced team, winning isn't a big deal. The big deal is to get your team value closer to theirs. Because then next time when you go into the playoffs, because basically everyone gets a shot at the playoffs, I think I think even if we had 2 more people than the current season, we'd only, when you go into the playoffs, only the bottom 2 would be kicked out. So not that big of a loss to not be able to play. So it's one of those things where, yeah, it would suck, but you're still getting team value. And if you kill a few of theirs, it can happen. I mean, if you're a Goblin team and you got Chainsaw, you kill one of their higher valued players, you're actually putting a detriment on them for the remainder of the season. And you know,
a lot of the teams that have a lot of extra cash, like my Lisbers, I've got like over $1 million in cash in my treasury right now. But that is mostly reserved for the fact that I'm about to have a whole bunch of level 5 guys, and then like from then on up, I'm looking at having to pay for these guys if I want to keep them.
Yeah.
So and then if I was to lose a guy at that level, I mean it might be cheap for me to buy him out, but if I buy him out, then I'm down like another 60 to 80K in some cases.
Yeah. So it does suck, but if you stick with it, your team value will go up. You'll catch up. And I mean, a lot of these teams you'll see, like if you play like the tabletop, you know, the first time the guy goes in for his season, he doesn't. You don't care if you're winning. You're still in the season. You're still like, you know, there's always those teams in sports, like even like the, you know, NHL and actual football and soccer. There are those teams that, you know, they aren't there. You know, like they don't have the Sidney Crosbys or, you know, they're big star players. It's just. But they are there, and they do make a difference. Like you take a tie from one of these guys, that can really mess him in his placings for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like even getting a tie, you get more money than you didn't. You still get fan factor, which helps you at your kickoffs. It's still a big deal.
Well, not to mention you're still getting the raw gameplay experience too. I mean,
you'll learn lots.
If you're coming off of one team, like if I switched from Lisbiz to like I don't know, a vampire team, it's a much less in your face team. So you need to take a couple of games. That's why the open league is there. You need to take a couple of games, you know, just to play it out and see how it feels. Because some people just don't like some play styles, and that makes a big difference. If you're not enjoying the play style of your team, then you're not going to have fun, and if you're not having fun, you're not going to be as much committed to trying to do things that will work for your team. So
yeah,
it's definitely possible to compete with a team value 1000 team, though.
Yeah, you can definitely be. I mean, let's say, you know, you play each team twice, right? So you get in a big league, you'll probably you'll get your experience out of it, and when you get into the playoffs, you'll be. If you can't, you know, if you're outmatched and it's just they got more experience than you and you still get second, you're still getting a huge prize money bonus at the end of the day. And that helps out a lot because... how
this league really kicked off, right? When Slady and I joined, we both joined with 1,000 rating team. And we're here. We made it to the last... And you guys were on like 1,500, 1,700.
Yeah, and I mean we barely gained any points like because of you know deaths like it. We
deaths and even injuries take away from your value.
Yeah, like if you knock a player out for a game, that's still taking them out for that game, and they're not getting skill points for that player. So it does make a difference. I mean,
and the seasons are progressing fairly rapidly. Like we had that little bit of a lull there towards the end of the playoffs where we were trying to get everybody for games, but
trying to get this live stream for the playoffs was important too. Like
yeah,
I mean,
but we were doing pretty hardcore one day of matches per week. So if we do if there's like a 10-week season. That's only 2.5 months. I mean, inside of a summer vacation or whatever, you can have a team go from team value 1,000 to team value 1,750 with no problems.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is discouraging, but, I mean, you got to stick it out. I mean, this isn't one of those games where, it's not like your kill-death ratio is all that matters, like, say, Call of Duty, and you're not in the top. I mean... The entire league, like the way it works is you're telling basically an actual sports story. Like, you know, star player, you kill one of, like if his chainsaw guy had died there, that would have been a big deal. Like he's been there for 16 games. You look at, actually I want to say that Hex's Lisbiz are the most seasoned team. They've got the longest living players. in the
I
league?
I have most of my team. I've only had one death in the entire, or no, two deaths I think in the entire history of my team, and almost every single one of my guys is almost level 5 now.
Yeah.
So like, see, for me, yeah, I've got a lot of skills on everybody, and like I do really well playing them because I'm experienced at playing WizBiz now. But I'm getting to the point now where they're going to start costing me money, because once you get up to a certain level, you have to start paying for your players because they want salaries because they're awesome, and if they don't get salary, they're going to screw off on you, kind of thing.
They basically
So
play a
that's-
tantrum.
Yeah.
So, it is one of those things where, I mean, I know it's frustrating, but stick with it, learn. The only really thing that can ever happen to you is, like, let's say your first game, you lose 8 of your players. You know what? I'd probably retire that team.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you can really do a lot with it, so stick it out. I mean, Vampire, especially if you play Vampires, I say this lots because they're one of those teams where they take a long time to develop. They're amazing, though, once you get going. So,
Well, even the Norse team, like your Norse teams lady, if you had gotten maybe, I don't know, another 2 or 3 skill points on a few of your guys, you probably would have had a whole bunch of guys with, if not, well, I'm pretty sure most of your team has block already, but
Yeah.
if you get them block and then tackle, or even something a little bit more esoteric like giving them a passing game. Giving a team that comes in with block the ability to pass, like sure hands and that sort of thing,
drop
that
pass.
makes a huge difference. Like all of a sudden, you're up against a team and they're running around thinking, oh yeah, they're just Norsemen, they're going to try to punch me in the face. Then you step back, run a guy out wide, drop the ball to him, and he's off down the field because Norsemen already have good movement allowance.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things my team suffered from is that I did have, I think, about 3 or 4 deaths through the course of the season, actually.
Yeah, and that will hurt you.
Yeah, but you're right. And there was a lot of times when I think I'd be playing various number of you guys, and I'd literally be going to throw the ball on like a 2+, and I'd fail. And then I'd fail
Yeah.
the reroll. Yeah. and
Sometimes
it's just-
the dice crap on you, and that can be very frustrating.
yeah.
I had that problem actually in my game against Stabby. A lot of attempted ball pickups. The weather on the field was perfect. I had a 2+, and I think twice in a row, one of my skinks couldn't pick up the ball.
Oh, frustrating.
But you got to take it as it comes, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the advantage too of having a decent number of teams in a league. The season goes a little bit longer, so you get the chance to work out those kinks, and you start to learn. 2+, 3+. Where do I want to make my rolls? You learn where you want to take your chances and that sort of thing.
Well, that's
Yeah.
one thing too. Is depending on the teams that are in the league and how they're doing, that shapes how your team will be built. Like you got 2 lizard teams with sidestep, everyone starts going for I think it's grapple, which cancels out sidestep. All right, I'm not sure what the skill is. I'm pretty sure it's grapple.
Actually, yeah, that makes a big difference too. You don't actually just have to manage your own team. It's worthwhile, because the roster is posted in advance. Take a couple of minutes out of your day, grab the online rulebook there, the living rulebook, and go in with your opponent's roster and be like, okay, this guy has this, and you don't have to make a list of everybody on the team and what their skills are. Just look through and see what common skills your opponent has, and say, okay, this is what I need to counter that, or this is the guy I need to stay away from, or this is the guy I need to cover.
You don't even need to do that though, because you can go into the view team in Blood Bowl and hover over the skill, and it should give you the lowdown of what it does.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying if you don't want to load up the game,
Yeah.
you could do that on paper. But either way, I mean, just take that extra couple of minutes, go through your opponent's team, and because there's lots of times when I've been fighting against people. Sometimes I'll play just in the online open league, which is kind of a mess, honestly. But I played a few games against a couple of guys in there, and just not knowing what a team did. Like there was, I played against a dwarf team, and I'm like, okay, these guys are just going to try and push me down the field, kind of thing, because all dwarves are slow, strong, and impenetrable. And this guy threw a passing game at me, and I was like, holy, what the hell is going on? These dwarves are throwing the ball and they're running with it. I'm like, I spent half the game chasing these guys down the field.
Lots of skill ups on his team though.
Well, yeah, he had lots of skill ups on his team, but Like, it was so weird because I'm used to one style of play from the dwarves, and that can really make a difference too. If you take if we had taken the lizard team and actually made a passing team out of them, that would be really strange.
Well, they can do it too. I mean, if you like, I know I got one guy with catch, and if you throw the ball to him and get it to him, he'll catch it. 9 times out of 10 he will catch the ball. So it is doable. It just depends on if you do that though, you can get into those situations where it'll actually kill. Like if they kill your catcher or whatever, knock him out for a game, it can really become like that was the basis of your game and he dies. It's not a good
Yeah, that can actually really affect your team too. Actually, if you have your team centered around one or two particular things, and one of those things gets removed, that can make it very hard to play. Like it's not like impossibly, but it makes the game a lot more challenging. Like if you have an Amazon team and your thrower gets killed, and you don't have the money to buy a new thrower, well, for your next game or next couple of games until you can accumulate that much money, then you're playing a very different game.
Yeah.
Get that troll out of there. That helped. Stupid Ripper.
But yeah, definitely possible to compete with the Team Value 1000 team. The inducements, you kind of have to pick and choose what you take for inducements, but a wizard is definitely a good choice if you're on a low team value. Because you saw what happened in this game when Z threw out his wizard and blasted Stabby's guys there. It didn't kill anybody, but it knocks everybody in the area down, and that makes a huge hole in the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, also, if you're going in this really bashy team, apothecaries. Especially if you're trying to build that team value up, buy the Wandering Apothecaries, because that will really help you in the long run, because you're not losing players. Like, yeah, they might get hurt, but if you get a death, you apothecary them, you might get them back. Most of the time you will. Sometimes you don't. It is a chance.
For anybody who happens to be listening to this who doesn't already know about this, which is remarkable considering this is pretty much the place to go for Blood Bowl, you want to go to bbtactics.com. It's a infrequently updated website, but they have some Team Value 1000 rosters for every single team, and they have the reasons and the whys and the wherefores of why they have those points set the way they do.
Yeah.
And they can really start you off great.
And they'll actually give you a few choices too with some of them. Like vampires, they'll give you 3 different ways of doing it depending on how bashy you want to be.
There'll be 3 different builds depending on what you want to try. Like you can be passy, you can be bashy, you can be runny.
Ah!
Oh!
Oh my.
Well, you tried.
That just happened.
That was impressive. I like that. I really.
Well, of course you liked it.
I'm not gonna lie, that felt really good. And now I gotta get that ball out of there, though. That's my one thing that it's like, shoot.
Yeah, it is kind of halfway down your zone.
Jammed in there pretty good. No, just to pick it up, like it's.
Oh yeah, just to get a pick up with 2 trolls and a goblin standing there. That's not easy.
Oh, one less goblin.
I played a few games like that this season, actually, where we just kind of all stood around the ball staring at it saying, no, you pick it up. No, I'm not picking that thing up. You pick that thing up.
You want to pick it up? Oh, I got it. Oh, can we get out of there, though, and not die? Nope.
Nope.
And the quick answer.
But his buddy got it.
That's the thing, when you get into a scrum like that, somebody picks up the ball and fails, and you play hot potato with it for 5 minutes while everybody and their dog tries to pick it up.
Yeah.
Or the lizard, as the case may be.
Yeah, so I think this is really... You had a chance, Stabby, but I walled you off. Oh.
And in the closing minutes of this game...
Yeah, all of a sudden Stabby's like, and then I kill half your team off and tell you to go fuck yourself, Steve.
That's pretty much the message he sent to me.
In the words of Dick Cheney, go fuck yourself.
Also, it's like, yeah, and then he picks up the source and snaps his back.
Crack a horn off, stab him in the chest.
Yeah, it's like, and... Oh, it's just going from bad to worse here, kids. Look away.
Small children may want to leave the room.
Yeah. If you're
Hey, Hex.
about your source dying...
Load up the Deep Strike Radio Twitter.
Uno mas. Twitter.
Yeah, you had to try.
Yep. No chainsaw. It's all over.
Oh, are you serious? That's just 2 layers?
It's 2 layers of the base and then one of the highlight, or the layer as it is.
Oh my god, I
Oh,
want
no.
these paints. I want these paints.
Oh,
That's disgusting.
shoot.
That looks amazing. Wait, what's going on? What am I missing?
Oh.
What have you done, Z?
I threw the ball and it went out the field and it landed behind me. I'm glad that all his buddies
Oh,
are nowhere near
yeah.
that, but
Wow.
wow, that could have sucked. He could have picked that ball up yet. If your goblin had been knocked out last turn trying to get around me, that would have been terrible.
Yeah,
you would
would've
have tied that up and we'd have gone to overtime. Hell, he still might figure out some way to doing this.
That's amazing, Slady.
You know what?
I'm mad at you now.
The worst thing is that, we have no idea what he's talking about at this point.
He's painting his miniatures and he put a picture up on his Twitter feed, that's all.
Twitter, what's the Twitter feed? Just so
Deep Strike
everyone knows.
It's a work in progress of my Death Company. Basically, I'm testing out the difference between my old process of doing whites versus the new Games Workshop paints. And whites is always something I've struggled with. Not struggled with, but my preferred method looked decent, but it took like 7 layers.
Here you go, everybody, just so everyone can see it. Throwing it up on the live stream. Look at that. That is impressive. So that is twitter.com/DeepStrikeRadio.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
There, you got your plug-in, Slady. Thank you for coming to be our buddy. Select. Oh,
Always
push
just
destination.
plug
Let's go this way.
Oh god, don't take us to a porn site, Jesus.
I would never do that.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Now he's just beating the hell out of me. This isn't good. He's just mad. Troll smash.
Actually, during our game, one of his trolls ended up with the ball and was going down the field with it. I was just lucky that he didn't actually manage to get to the end zone.
So that's one reason why I bought the wizard. I was like, you know what?
Just in case, yeah.
If he picks up the ball, I'll be able to knock him down maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, they're movement 4, but armor 10, like that, and their strength 6.
Movement 4 when no one can knock
Strength
you
5.
over is
Strength
movement
5,
whatever it needs to be.
So, ooh,
Damn
bad
it, now
smashed ankle. Well, that goblin's getting sold. That goblin he's going out back-old Yeller style for sure.
Goblins and skinks, they're about as disposable as Tic Tacs, I guess.
All right, yes, there we go. Got the ball. Like a boss.
It's done.
All right. Can I do it?
Can you get into the end zone in one turn?
Might. He has
Wait,
the
are
possibility.
you-
Oh, look at the throw. Oh,
Did you make this? Oh my god.
oh, and he will go all the way to the end zone. Give me
Oh
some skill
my
points.
god.
He is now level 5, I believe.
This is the disgusting thing about playing against Z, ladies and gentlemen. He will occasionally pull a completely ridiculous Hail Mary, holy crap, it actually worked move out of his ass.
Doing it and liking it. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Brand new fish, have my lunch money.
I've now taken Stabby's lunch money.
He whips his tail back and forth. He whips his tail back and forth.
What are you talking about? All right, I'm in the stadium. Please wait. All right, I'm going to take my 70,000 winnings and keep it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Z Insane, the winner of Season 3 of the Custodes Blood Bowl League.
Yeah, and you will also see that my team value now, I'm now losing
It's
30 grand a
astronomically
game.
high. Yep.
30 grand a game. Let's see who our MVPs were, Stabby. Naglob. I don't know what he did, but all right. He got MVP out of that for nothing. That's cool. You think he leveled up from it though? So
And he's
that's.
injured.
Is he the injured guy? Oh,
He's
he
the
is.
injured guy, yeah.
That MVP. Bye.
I got knocked out from my
Is he
team.
your guy that I don't know who it was but in the Super Bowl, that one guy who like went to run on his ACL
Yeah,
and fell over, and it was like, why did you do that? I guess he got MVP for that move.
yeah.
And Axtol, my Mazda, he got
Mazda
in there with
Muntak?
it. Yeah, he got
Blue
my,
Lizard.
He got it. Wow, that's it though, folks. Wow.
That was a crazy game. See, that's the problem when you play goblins.
Yep, they are really random.
Yeah, if your dice hate you, they're gonna hate you.
Unfortunately, the trend seems to be his dice love him when he plays me, and they hate him when he plays you.
Yeah.
I don't like that trend.
Well,
Once again, confirming the hacking.
Yeah, I'm kidding, eh? League owner wins league. Suspicions, anyone?
I will validate this match.
Yeah. Hey, wait, I can go deny that. Hang on, let me log in.
Too late.
Quick!
I never thought about that. I would have
Ending the season.
Could have been like,
Alright.
yeah, duh. Oh, 2050 team value now, Z?
Yeah, I'm not 20. If you look at my team, I've got a few level 5s in there. If you look at the teams.
Yeah, I'm in this right now.
Your team. So
Time to go fire some dudes.
I got one level 5 who just made it, and one guy's level 4. And you know what the best part is? The level 5 has 10 movement allowance.
Ooh.
When he dies, I'm gonna be sad.
2 skill ups too, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled doubles.
You're like watching it on the thing. Mighty Blow I'm gonna take for him. So
Yeah.
my team value is now 2010 or 2110.
That's gonna be brutal next season.
Yeah. That's wow. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's a good game though. I mean,
Hall of
it kind of
Fame.
sucked. Stabby's dice crapped all over him, but
I'm okay with that.
that's the way it goes sometimes. That's the thing too with Blood Bowl. You can't rely on your tactics to do everything for you. So the dice bring in so much of a variable sometimes that it's just ridiculous.
And that's why
There
GW
are
put
teams that are more reliable. That's the thing. I mean,
Yes.
goblins are zany.
Yeah,
they're very
and that's half the
much
fun of playing. Yeah.
different.
Well, I
Yeah.
remember, Stabby, that you and I played the very first match of the season together, and you honestly you said to me something like, I know everyone says that they're terrible, but I'm just going to have fun with it and see what happens. So,
Yeah.
And you pulled out
Yeah.
second place, so that's oops, cancel.
Yeah, considering Slady had never played Blood Bowl before when he joined the season, he fought his way all the way into third place or fourth place.
learning is fun.
Knowledge is power.
I was about to say that, but I was like, no.
Wow.
And other various and sundry anecdotes of intelligence.
Yeah. Knowledge is power, and power is winning, but 99% of it's laser beams.
Now I
No,
want
that
to
was a
play
good game.
That was a very good game. Thank you all for playing.
Yeah, I have to thank you guys for setting up the season. It was
Yep.
a lot of fun. We laughed, we cried.
We stole in 20s.
Yeah.
We stole money.
I invite everybody to get in on this. Like, this is a lot of fun. It's the second best reason of being part of the Custodes. First part is
What's the first best?
Well, I'm in it.
Me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Slady. Jesus.
Okay,
What the hell?
yeah, it's true. It's Slady, Stabby.
Z's all about the self-glory.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's a lot of self-everything, actually. That
Right
guy.
now, I'm I'm the winner.
Well, you know what they said: love thyself.
Yeah.
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 Because I know
so,
itself be true.
Everybody, this was a huge success overall. I just hope that we can get a bit more activity in this next season.
Yeah. Well, Star
Yeah.
said he was willing to jump back into it again, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole thing was very unfortunate, which happened to some of our players. Where
Yeah, we had some
Yeah.
unfortunate real-life action going on there for some of the guys.
Yeah.
But-
But see, that's the thing, too. Like this league is fluid enough that we can actually still function with less people. So.
Yeah, our condolences to again, a big shout out to Star Miner. But yeah, hope to see you back, bud. Hopefully Ken Storm can come back instead of being a bit of a twit and doing drunk videos on YouTube all the time. But we still love him.
he's a Nazi boy.
Yeah.
He wants to play like blood hockey or something. You know, he doesn't want to play blood ball.
Blood hockey.
Blood hockey would be pretty sweet. Actually, I think Predator Press made a game of that. It's called Grind.
Grind, yeah, that's
It's,
blood hockey, basically.
It's a lot of fun, actually, if anyone wants to... actually, you know what? That might be a good play thing for something to post on YouTube when you come down, Hacker.
You know, I saw that in the store and I was thinking about picking it up. I wasn't really sure. about the whole thing?
It's a lot. I think it's cool. Of course, there's only 2 teams, but the way that you can change your weapons up in that game is amazing. You can really change how the game feels, and it literally feels like hockey because you hit it along the edge of the pitch, and it goes around it like a hockey puck would.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and like it's a lot of fun. Like you go and you knock the guy down, be like, yeah, like there's no. It's not big enough. They can do like the whole stats and seasons like Blood Bowl, but it's still one of those things where a good pickup game. Yeah, half an hour of a game, quick to set up though, and it's just a lot of fun because it uses different dice too. It uses like the strike dice, is I think what they call it. It's not a D6. So like there's blue dice which have like 3 special dice spots on it, and red dice that have 2 on it. So it changes your odds. You can't just say, oh, I roll more dice and I win. It's like, do I want to use more blue dice or do I want to use one red, like the special dice?
Yeah.
So it's a good game.